The universal mining disasters of 1901 and 1913 are dates that will always remain as part of the fabric and history of our valley. The 1913 explosion became the biggest mining disaster in British history. The discovery of coal and the exploitation of those who worked for the coal owners and the subsequent disasters have been written and reported many, many times. The Heritage Group of the Aber Valley Partnership, together with the Aber Valley Community Council, have worked closely together over the years, and our excellent Heritage Centre is now there for all to visit and trace the life of the valley, and particularly the events of both the Universal's explosions. We are now working towards the centenary of the 1913 disaster, when 440 men and boys were killed. As well as paying tribute to the miners and their families, we will be taking the opportunity to bring together all groups and individuals within our valley in the hope that everyone will join us and contribute to the proceedings. Initial meetings have already been held by the Heritage Group, and it has been agreed that there should be a possible week of various activities culminating with, or even beginning with, the memorial service. Dates can only be confirmed once all of you agree to take part in some way or other. Several ideas have already been discussed, and first amongst them is the refurbishment of the Heritage Memorial and making it more personal and accessible for members of our community and visitors seeking their heritage. This will be a costly exercise, but funding has already been explored. If the Heritage Group is successful, this refurbished memorial would also be rededicated, hopefully on the actual day of the disaster, but we can discuss this in more details after this presentation. Some groups, such as CIDIC, that is the Centenary Youth Drop-In Centre, have already discussed their contribution and have begun exploring funding avenues through youth grants. One of these is the design and production of a stained glass window. Nothing has yet been confirmed, and to carry this forward, we need the support of our churches, chapels and schools to work with the youth of the valley on this. Undercurrents, who are responsible for the Arts Week, have also agreed to join us in 2013, and they will also be approaching all our schools with their suggestions for workshops. There is so much that each and every group or school within the valley could contribute with ideas to make this a fitting memorial to our past. Other suggestions were identifying all the burial places of the miners in the various cemeteries within the valley and the surrounding areas, with possible plaques stating where they're buried, or children attending school dressed as in the early 1900s era. Perhaps adults taking part in similar era costumes. Another was a command vagani in the old style, and a band concert. All the things that were part of our lives in the early turn of the century. If we could all work together and pool our resources, additional funding could be made through the various agencies such as the Heritage Lottery grants, Trust Fund, etc. But these need to be investigated and thought out as soon as possible. Thank you for taking the time to let us talk to you, and we hope that ideas are already forming. Please let us know what part you are prepared to take in making the centenary a success.